We're strengthening our back and biceps in this pull style strength workout. So get your heavy dumbbells and your optional box and let's do this. Before we get into lifting heavy, we are going to take just a few minutes to get our back and biceps warm and ready for our training today. I mentioned box is optional. You'll see a modification on screen if you don't have that. The only thing we're going to use that for is our single arm bent over row. So if you need that for a little bit more support, have that. You can use a kitchen chair, you can use your bed, your couch, anything that's sturdy with a little elevation. But with that, let's go ahead and start with our warm up. We are going to go ahead and do arms across here, opening and closing. One arm on top and then the other. We're also going to use some lighter dumbbells for our warm up. I'm going to use my 10 pounds, but the focus for today's strength workout is going to be all about maxing out your weight, lifting heavy. So keep that in mind. Again, just for the warm up, we're going to use lighter weight. We're going to do reach and pull here in 3, 2, and 1. So reaching and pull, out, pull. Squeeze those shoulder blades around your spine. Hold it in the back for a second. Good. Breathe. Taking a few minutes here to just get our mind and body ready is going to be so helpful for this training because when we just go into it, we're not quite there yet. We're not gonna be able to start out as strong as we could, so I'm really glad that you're here with me for these few minutes. We're gonna walk over, grab our weights. Now, like I mentioned, I'm gonna use 10 pounds for this. We're gonna do rows and curls. But again, just something light for those two exercises. Bench over rows first, so shoulders rolled back, driving those hips back, arms down, and let's take it up and squeeze. Work at your own pace, but nice and slow. Again, it's just to start activating those muscles, feeling that mind-muscle connection, so that when we target the back and the biceps, they are gonna be ready to lift heavy. Just a couple more, and then we'll go into our bicep curls, and as we do that, I'll explain the structure. Very simple structure today, pretty traditional as far as strength training goes. Because we are working with a shorter format, you'll see a little variation in it. Last one here. Good, let's bring it up. Bicep curls, elbows tucked in, palms out. Last warm-up exercise here. But today's structure, 2 different rounds. One focused a little bit more on the back, one focused a little bit more on the biceps. We're gonna be alternating between those 2 muscle groups, and then we're gonna be alternating between those 2 rounds. So 3 exercises in those rounds, repeating those rounds 3 times through. Working for 40, rest for 20. After each, 45 seconds to rest. So again, we'll have a little bit longer of a rest time. Whew. Let's do 2 more, and then we'll get ready to go into our first exercise. Last one. So this is where if you've got your box exercise, bench, chair, anything like that, for our single arm bent over rows, have that. If not, modification on screen. Heavy weight for that single arm row, and let's do this. And remember, when you are lifting heavy, that is relative to you and the exercise that we are doing. For myself personally, I'm gonna be going about 5 to 10 pounds heavier than I would if we were lifting moderately heavy for these exercises today. So we're gonna do single arm bent over row. Hold it at the top for about 3 to 4 counts. Going in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Hold it. 3, 2, and 1, and down. Now I won't count you through each of these, so count your own hold at the top, but we're working this hold at the top to kind of increase that intensity, activate that muscle even more. Exhale as you squeeze up. Arms staying nice and close to your body. Pull. Speaking of pull, these are all pull muscles today that we're working the back and the biceps here. Pull exercises. Here it is. Last 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Just switching it over right into the other side. All right. Grabbing that weight. We're about 5 out. So back flat, core engaged, belly button to spine. We're gonna hold at the top. Here we go. So hold it up. 3, 2, and 1. Control it down. Exhale with that work. This workout is going to fly by today. I love 20-minute workouts, let me just tell you, because as long as you've got a plan and you have your focus here, lifting heavy and on each rep, you're gonna get so much out of this training session. So that's your goal today. Just stay focused, lift heavy, and just watch what happens. Oh, here it is. Last 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. All right, box, chair, bench, whatever you got out of the way here. We're gonna need it again, but just not yet. We're gonna do a pullover. So 1 dumbbell, again, focus heavy. I'm gonna try to stick with my 25, but I'm gonna have my 20 just in case. So onto our backs, moving quick. 40 on in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Dropping it back and pull, squeeze, exhale. Don't bring the arms too far forward. Stop them right about perpendicular to that floor. Good, drop. Get a little tap there with your weight and then pull, tighten up the abs, squeeze. Last exercise before we move on to our more bicep focused round. Here it is. Pull it up. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. All right. Now, longer break. So enjoy it here. We're gonna bring it up for our next 3 exercises, all standing. We're gonna do bicep curls, reverse grip row with a slow lower, and then hammer curls. So we've still got about 20 seconds here. Getting your weights for bicep curls first. Now, especially when you're lifting heavy, form super important. So make sure those shoulders are rolled back. Soft bend in your knees here. Hips tucked under. You can do a staggered or a wide stance. And here we go, bicep curls. All the way down, start at the bottom, squeeze all the way to the top. Tighten up the bicep, focus on that muscle, and then control it down. Exhale and squeeze. Woo! One way you know if you're lifting heavy is just try to talk. Totally changes the way things sound when you talk. I'm like, ah. That's about how I sound. A little higher pitched maybe. Woo! Almost there. Pull, squeeze. Last 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right. So another pull exercise. Still, secondary biceps are gonna come in, but we're gonna work the back a little bit more. So we'll give the biceps a little bit of a break. As you pull and squeeze in, think about squeezing those shoulder blades. So here we go. We're gonna take it for a slow lower. Take it up, normal tempo. Hold it. Now down for 4, 3, 2. Nice and slow. There we go. Back up. Squeeze shoulder blades around spine. Now 4, 3, 2, 1. Back long and strong. Keep that form. Work at your own pace here, lowering it nice and slow. Again, really working deep into those muscles with this tempo variation. Just giving us a little bit more intensity in this training with this short duration. See, I got the plan. You stay focused, you lift heavy, and we are gonna be getting those results. Last 3, 2, and 1. The results being strength. So, awesome job. Final exercise in this round before we switch it back over to our back focus, hammer curls. So again, keep it heavy, palms facing each other this time. Whew. Going in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Squeeze. Taking your time with this. Again, especially with strength, when we are lifting heavy, it's not about trying to get in as many reps as possible. It is about trying to get in your best reps as possible. Almost there. Don't forget to breathe. Exhale with that work right here as you lift. Good. Lowering it nice and slow for 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. All right, back to our single arm row. So box chair, whatever you got, if you're using that. If not, you know we've got a modification on screen. If you can go heavier, let's do it, because this workout is gonna go by so quick that our chances are also gonna go by quick. So 20 seconds. In fact, you know what? I'm not just gonna say that to you. I'm gonna try to go for it. Whew. All right, so single arm row, hold at the top for 3 counts, and then down. We're 10 out, so let's grab our weight. Get ready, keep your wrist straight. You don't have to over grip the weight, just let that weight hang in your fingertips here. In 3, 2, and 1, here we go. Hold it for 3, squeeze, 2, 1, control it down. Good. You are rocking it. Challenge yourself today. Having a strong back, oh my word, it is gonna be so helpful in your everyday life with your posture. I mean, do we all need posture? Good posture? Yes, we do. And just in everyday life, this will be so helpful to get these muscles strong. Last 3, 2, and 1. Oh, amazing. And I'll tell you, you're gonna know that you're going heavy enough when you really start to hit that failure towards those last couple of reps. All right, let's go again, 5 out. Hold at the top, remember, count your own 3, and let's go. Squeeze it, 3, 2, 1. Make sure your spine is staying nice and long, driving those hips to the wall behind you. Head right in front of you, belly button to spine. Woo. Full extension down, full squeeze up. Oh, the shake is so real today. Come on, get it up. Here it is. 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Oh, amazing. Pull over. Box is out of the way. And I'll tell you what, when you challenge yourself and you go heavier than you think you can go, it is such an accomplishment. So work on that today. All right, here we go. Pull over, bring it back. Going in 3, 2, and 1. Whew. If you do not challenge yourself, you never are gonna find out what you're capable of. So that's why this is a perfect time during these heavy days to really lift heavy. Even if you only get 1 rep in, you lifted more weight that day than you would have if you would have stuck with the weight that you started with. And that's the goal, little by little, stronger each day, stronger each rep. But it takes that challenge of you pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. Last 3, 2, and 1. Oh, good. All right, long break. Oh my word. But that goes to say too, always when you are lifting heavier, just be wise in those lifts. So if you do a couple reps and you're like, I can't go any further, that is totally fine. That's when you say, that's it for now. I will be back up to this weight after a few more weeks of training. You can try it again. So that's the other thing to think about too. So you can maintain your safety and your strength. But with that, let's bring it up, bicep curls. All right, and I'm just gonna do it today. This is a good one to go for. Bicep curls, going in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Whew. Biceps, a good one to try to go heavier on because you don't have any weight over your head. The weight, if you need to, you could just carefully lower it back down. Good, elbows tucked in. We're almost there. Come on, come on. Last 3, 2, and 1. Couldn't do it. I'm not sure what my leg was gonna do there, but sometimes when you're strength training, weird things start happening, and that's okay. All right, we're going into reverse grip row now. So grabbing those weights, palms away, good form, back flat, core engaged, and just lower down. And here we go. We're gonna take that slow lower. So when you hit the top, nice and slow for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Row back up. Don't lose your form with that slow lower. Still think about keeping a nice, long spine. Working at your own tempo with that slow pace, and keep going. Now I know it's burning, it's shaking. We're almost there. Last one. Now lower it down. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Hammer curls. Gonna finish this one off. We're gonna go back to that back focused round, and we are on the home stretch, over halfway. Shoulders roll down and back, hammer curls. Here we go, all the way down. Squeeze it all the way up. And exhale. Soft knees. And squeeze. Good, keep lifting. Halfway. Now you may really struggle through our heavy days. Well, that's a good thing. We should all be struggling through these. But if mentally it's one of those things where it's like, oh, this is so hard, this is not my favorite, I understand, but just keep in mind all of the positives that are gonna come from this. Last 3, 2, and 1. So many good things with strength training. All right, I wanna go over them, but I'm like, we don't have time. We have to get ready for this final round of back focus. So we're going back to our single arm row. You know what, I gotta put it in the description. All the benefits from strength training, I'm gonna put them down there. I'll try to talk through them here too. All right, so single arm row, last time, so go heavy. Let's get that weight. We're about 15 out. Modification on screen, you know, if you're not using your box, you probably got that third time through though, right? All right, oops, hello, weight. All right, 5 out, grab that weight. 3, 2, and 1, squeeze. All right, let's talk benefits of strength training. We have got increased muscle mass. That will help speed up your metabolism. We have got all that extra muscle definition. Fitting clothes a little bit better. That's always a bonus. I mean, we don't show, that might be why we start working out, is to, you know, look better in our clothes, lose a few lbs. But in the long run, we stay because we feel so good. Mentally, it helps us. All these happy endorphins as we're getting strong, increases our bone density, ages us slower. Hello, I mean, there's like, last 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Countless reasons. All right, switching sides. My arm. This is awesome. I love doing this with you. It's so fun. All right, let's get ready. 3 seconds. Here's 2 and 1. Remember, get that little hold at the top and then control it down. Another thing is just how much easier life will be when your body is strong and capable of doing things. I can tell you, when I was not strength training, things were so much harder. Life is already hard. Let's make it easier here. Oh my, you got it. Come on, squeeze. We are close. Hold it at the top for a second. Pullovers next. But let's get this last. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, done with the box, so we can just get that out of here. Bringing it onto the mat for pullovers. All right, 5 seconds. And here we go. Bringing that weight back. Pull and squeeze. Oof. Control it down. Oof. Tighten up the abs. Remember, stop those arms about perpendicular to the floor. We don't need to go towards the belly button. We'll lose that contraction where we're working here in the lats and the arms. We got the core too, some chest action. Again, working those pull muscles. Coming together here. Here it is. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right. Breathe. We get a longer break. This is a celebration right here. We have got our bicep focused round now. Remember, let's finish strong. About 20 out. All right, so start heavy. If you need to go down, you got it. 10 out. So staggered stance, wide stance, but good form here. Soft knees, hips tucked under, shoulders rolled back, elbows in. We go in 3. Last time for this here. Let's go. Good. And remember, we need to keep building this strength, challenging ourselves with heavier weights so that we don't hit that plateau. Our body always needs to have a new challenge. Now we need to stick with things for a while, you know, get confident in that and then move up. But when you're ready to move up, don't hold back, go for it. See what you're capable of even before you might think you're ready, because that's gonna help us continue to build that strength when we're lifting heavy and moderately heavy. Last 3, 2, and 1. Reverse grip row with slow lower. So shoulders rolled down and back. Long spine, soft knees. Let's hinge it over. So slow lower here. Let's go. So we take it up. Now lower it down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and slow. Feel those back muscles working as you slowly bring that weight down. And again, as we begin to increase our weight with our heavy days, we'll be able to do that with our moderately heavy days as well. So those weights are something that are always going to be changing. And some days are better than others. Some days you might have to go back down, and please know that is okay and totally normal. Last 3, here's 2, and 1. Not every day is gonna be our best, but the fact that you show up is what is going to keep you growing and changing. So again, not every day needs to be perfect. It's not going to be. Hammer curls, and we have done it. Grab your weights. Seriously, something to celebrate right now. All right, 40 on. Here we go. Squeeze. I want you to be so proud of yourself, because this was not an easy training day. Might have been short, but when it's short, usually the intensity is way up there. So we're working that today. And I don't want you to ever track your workouts by how much sweat you had or how many calories you burned, because yes, those things are awesome. We like that, but this strength training might not always show up in your calories, might not always show up in your sweat, but it's gonna show up later on. And when we're training like this, last 3, 2, 1, it is really gonna help boost our metabolism and build that strength overall. So with that, you have made it, you have done it. If you want your workouts planned for you so you don't have to think about what strength workout to do, I have got an April calendar out now to help you continue building that strength, building that definition, and just overall growing. Down in the description, you'll find that. If you want to finish today as well, abs finisher. That will be a perfect combo with this upper body training we had. So I'll leave that abs finisher as well. Grab that. I love you. Go out and be amazing.